Welcome back everybody to another episode of the GC Informer. I am Snowy, otherwise known as Count Fracula, back again for more news. We'll start with a positive thing, and that is the announcement of Battlefield Gothic Armada 2. For those of you who aren't aware of the series, it's based in the Warhammer universe, all the Games Workshop stuff, one of those licenses, and it is one of the most metal series in the world. It really is. And it is basically just big Gothic cathedral-like spaceships in an RTS fighting each other, and really well put together game, really fun, amazing theme that I am a massive fan of because I am quite a big metalhead gothy type person. It's really my kind of thing, and to actually see a continuation of this story and everything around it is gonna be really exciting for me, at least. No official date has been announced as of yet for release, but we do know that the developers who made the first game in the series are coming back to do this sequel, so I am incredibly excited for it. And there's a little bit of specifics regarding whereabouts in the plotline of the universe that it's being set in. 13th something century, blah-de-blue. A bit of the lore that I'm not overly familiar with. But anyway, amazing setting, really looking forward to seeing where this one goes. That was the quick one. Now I'm going to get onto a story that I mentioned yesterday that was going to annoy me, and I'm going to actually talk about it properly today. Atari. Now. Some of you already know what this is. You may have heard of the RollerCoaster Tycoon franchise. I certainly hope you have, because the first 3 games in the series are absolutely spectacular. And then it sort of fell off a cliff, really. They launched RollerCoaster Tycoon 4 Mobile, which was awful mobile trash. Then they launched RollerCoaster Tycoon World on PC, which has mostly negative reviews and has been through 5 development teams. And they released last year RollerCoaster Tycoon Touch on smartphones again, and that was still awful, just like RollerCoaster Tycoon 4 mobile thingy. Now though, it has been announced that that specific part, RollerCoaster Tycoon Touch, is being ported to the Switch, but not only are they not bringing the best version of RollerCoaster Tycoon to the Switch, they're bringing a really crappy mobile port. They are not just doing it themselves, they are asking for money in a crowdfunding campaign. The company that they're using for this crowdfunding campaign is actually not really aimed at the general consumer, but more at actual sort of investors, people who genuinely invest in a project to get a profit back out of it. And the promises around the money campaign are, to be honest, if I were an investor, I'd find it a bit concerning, to be perfectly honest. If you invest a minimum of $250, you will get 50%, well, pro rata share of 50% of the profits until you get 120% of your investment back from this game. And then you will get a 25% pro rata share for 18 months following that period. However, all of that is rendered null and void if the part of Atari who are making this, or whatever parent company Atari is, just decides to sell off the game and the marketing to it. If they sell that off, they don't have to touch it at all, and they don't have to pay anyone anything. That's reassuring. Not only that, some of the advertising that they're using for this project is a little bit misleading. They're very much ignoring the RollerCoaster Tycoon 4 and RollerCoaster Tycoon World sections of the history of RollerCoaster Tycoon. The thumbnail on their announcement video is actually a screenshot of the original RollerCoaster Tycoon, not the version that they're porting to Switch. And they say on the campaign that they are looking for between $10k and $1.07 million, and they've got $15k of it somehow from 23 investors. Great. But on the actual campaign, that what they're saying, the words that they've written, they will actually want $2 million, which is quite an astonishingly large amount of money, especially for a mobile port. I have a suspicion as to why this amount is so large, and that comes in a little bit of small print on the contract. the investment contract states that money up to and over $10,000 can be used for lots of various different things that have nothing to do with the actual development of the game. These things include travel and entertainment, not just, travel or, business expenses. Entertainment. So someone could take money out to go to the cinema, apparently. Also, money could be taken out of this development fund pool to pay someone who's developing the game, a friend or a relative of that person as well. That is actually in the contract. This money could also be used for, quote, paying off other debts, which is very concerning and makes me think that Atari are a little bit desperate for money and are going to use this Kickstarter fund thing to actually pay off debts. Instead of actually developing the game, they could siphon off funds to pay off whatever financial debts and troubles they might have, which would be very concerning and might even be illegal. I don't know. But yes, that is my concern and theory as to why they're asking for so much money for a mobile port. And that's it for this episode of the GC Informer. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give us a like, subscribe or a share, whatever you fancy. Our social links are down in the description, along with a link to our Discord. As always, stay tuned to GameCast for more news, reviews, let's plays and podcasts. I have been Snowy, and I'll see you next time for more news.